Hello, welcome back to the Nook. I'm Daniel. And before I get into any of this, I just want to say this is my 50th video on YouTube. I think that's a cool little milestone. So thank you for everyone who subscribes, who watches, who comments. I really appreciate all of you. And here's to another 50. So today I will be reviewing The Scarlet Pimpernel by Baroness Orczy. This is a small book. It's a classic that I read a little while ago. And yeah, just to give you some idea of what it's about, I'll read the description. The French Revolution is in full swing, and the aristocracy are being sent to the guillotine in their hundreds. In the shadows, English dandy Sir Peter Blakeney, working under his alter ego, the Scarlet Pimpernel, is breaking the condemned out of prison, leaving only a picture of a red flower to torment the French authorities. A master of disguise, infamous escape artist, and flamboyant swordsman, his identity is so secret that even his wife is in the dark. But with enemy agents close on his tail, his failure to trust her might be his undoing. The very first hero with the secret identity, the Scarlet Pimpernel's daring antics and undeniable flair, are just as delightful today as they were a century ago. So, yeah, this was a really good story. The first time I ever heard of this, the reason I bought the book was because there was a movie I saw quite a few years ago. It's an older movie. I believe Ian McKellen played the villain in it. And I remember liking the movie. And honestly, the book was really good. So it was while I was somewhere visiting a town. I think this was over Mother's Day. I was in a town called Prince Rupert. And it wasn't really a bookstore. It was more of just a store that had some classics and some other stuff. And I found this classic for the Scarlet Pimpernel. And I thought, hey, I remember this movie. I should read the book. And the thing is, and I could do more reviews on this because Baroness Orczy, this young woman who wrote The Scarlet Pimpernel, she wrote like 10 or 12 of these. So it's actually like a series. So this is only the first book. And so like it said in the description, this is during a lot of the wars with the French and the English. So the main character is English. He has this secret identity. And like it said in the description, his wife has no idea that he is the Scarlet Pimpernel. And honestly, it doesn't really spoil it to say, but one of my favorite things about this story is the marriage of Percy and his wife. I can't remember his wife's name. But they had this marriage that at first there was the passion of youth, but then as time went on, the passion kind of wears off. And it was hard for me to read at first to see how distant the husband and wife were. But it's really cool that as the book goes on, you can see she begins to trust him more and to appreciate him more as her husband. And you get to see the relationship kind of evolve and get better. And so that was one aspect of it. The other aspect is dealing with the villain character and just these other characters that crop up. And you get to see Percy doing his various disguises. At one point, he's a Jewish man. Yeah, honestly, it's a really good story. And like I said, it won't take you long. I think it's, I'll just check the page count. It's like 300. Yeah, it's just over 300 pages, about 316 pages. So it didn't take me long. So I'm very curious in how the other books are. I would have to look that up. I don't know if I want to buy that many books, but maybe I'll use the library. So overall, it's a really good story. There's a lot of humor, actually. There's some stuff with him and the villain, who it doesn't say in the description the villain's name, and I don't really feel like looking it up, but let's just say there's a villain. He's a Frenchman, and he's pretty devious, and he kind of becomes friends with Percy's wife, but it's kind of I don't know if he's trying to subvert her. I don't know what's going on there. But the villain is very well written, and there's just this scene where Percy is deceiving the villain, and there's some really funny stuff with that. There's actually quite a bit of humor in this story. And the character of Percy Blakeney, I think, is really good. He's this kind of dandified noble who seems kind of stuck up and everything, but he's actually a nice guy, and he does love his wife. And you can see, like I said earlier, the love that they have for each other kind of builds more towards the end where they reconcile. And of course, he's got this secret that he's the Scarlet Pimpernel, and he kind of leaves this like red rose behind as a signal. Kind of, it's very similar to Zorro, except older and not Mexican. So honestly, really good story. If you like classics, if you want to read something that's just kind of fun and won't take you long, I highly recommend this book. It's just the antics of Percy and his alter ego, and with his wife not knowing, and this villainous character. I recommend the movie. I don't know when the movie was done, but like I said, it has Ian McKellen in it, who's just a fantastic actor. And yeah, so this will be kind of a short review because it's such a short book. I can't say too much, but if this interests you, be sure to read it. And until I see you next time, remember to like and subscribe. And remember, you're always welcome at the Nook. Bye.